You only get one go round, I reckon. When you're dead, you're dead. So you can spend your time thinking about how things haven't gone perfect, or you can just get on with it, have a laugh and that. That's what I do.
Those I can't catch a break guys,
Yeah.
get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks.
Yeah.
I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up.
Yeah.
And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong. And then I went back.
I'm gonna be real as fuck with you right now, alright? You're gonna have to do that shit alone, man. By yourself. Nobody with you. Just you. That's the only way, bro. I'm telling you, that's the only way. Because nobody cares about your dreams like you care about your dreams. Remember that. Stay focused and keep going.
With the snare and the bass square in the face, this fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my.
Fine. I'll do it myself. I got that
Women time the fight for equality brilliantly. Right? I mean, brilliant. 5,000 years, men, we were fighting lions and tigers and hunting buffalo, and women were like, we'll just pick the berries. You guys got that. That's, you guys, all right. Woo! You guys are brave. Look at, wow, so courageous. Look at you hunting that buffalo. Ah. Second they put air conditioning in office buildings, women are like, we want equality! March for it, girls!
Bees don't waste their time explaining to flies why honey is better than shit. Just remember that next time somebody's trying to talk you out of your dreams.
Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Bobby. Don't you quit. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference. There is something they would lose if you were not there. There was something that they would miss if you were not there. You do make a difference. You do make a difference.
If you can guarantee lots of stupidity in the educational system, you know, like stupid assignments and things like that, you know that the only people who make it through are people like me and like most of you, I guess, who are willing to do it no matter how stupid it is.
This really hit me hard because when I was a professor, I knew exactly how this worked. Because it's not just students who are being made to put up with pointless shit. It's also professors. Universities are designed and schools are designed not to filter for intelligence, but to filter for complacency. The more crap you're willing to put up with, the more successful you will be. And that continues into life. The less you're willing to critique the system, the more the system will reward you. And so any potential for critical thought and the purpose of school, which is to be an original thinker, actually gets nipped in the bud. Universities and schools are designed to make you put up with stupid shit.
It was nice while it lasted, right?
It was nice while it lasted.
Think of it like this. You are always one decision away from a totally different life.
Keep your head up, be strong. Don't get emotion.
2021. I don't want to marry a billionaire. I want to be a billionaire.
You want to know what a bad, dangerous man fears? A good, dangerous man. And I'll give you an example of this. I was having this discussion, a nice young woman who had just become engaged. I was telling her, listen, I'm here to tell you that marriage is a wonderful thing. And I got into raising our kids, and talked about how I love raising my son to be the sort of man that's going to protect his family. And she stopped me and she goes, we don't really subscribe to those traditional gender roles. And I said, let me run you through a quick scenario and you tell me what you think as a woman. So let's say you just went out to a nice dinner with your fiance. And as you're walking to the car, guy jumps out of the alley, produces a knife, and demands your purse. In one of these scenarios, your fiance jumps in front of you. And in the other scenario, your fiance jumps behind you. In which scenario do you like your fiance more? This inherent idea in men that we should protect is not a bad thing. There are aspects of masculinity which can be toxic. There's aspects of femininity that can be toxic. So how do we encourage the positive while mitigating or getting rid of the negative?
Oh my God.
Well, first of all, you don't need college to learn stuff, okay? Everything is available basically for free. You can learn anything you want for free. It is not a question of learning. So I think colleges are basically for fun and to prove you can do your chores, but they're not for learning.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it.
Hi Jordan, my question is, what is the antidote towards toxic masculinity?
Well, the antidote is responsible masculinity. And what does responsible mean? It means, well, if you're responsible, then you're trying to do what's honest first. So you're careful with your speech and your actions. You're careful with your speech in that you don't say things that you know to be false. And you're careful in your actions so that you don't have to lie about what you do. That's a good start. Do you want to repeat that?
I'm sorry. I said that didn't cover really toxic masculinity, right? Because
yes, it's dealing with dealing with the principle of reciprocity.
No, you just said that you have to be honest and responsible as a man. Right?
Well, put it this way: when I'm giving the spoon back to my granddaughter, I'm not engaging in toxic masculinity. And that was the point that I was trying to make. What precisely, since we're going to pursue this, what precisely is toxic masculinity, as opposed to, say, toxic femininity or toxic humanity? What exactly are you asking me about?
Well, I really want to know what you like, how you would describe toxic masculinity. Because
no, I want you to define what toxic masculinity constitutes. Since we're going to define things so carefully, let's do it. Okay, so before we move on, let me point something out, that I was willing to undertake this line of discussion, allowing for the possibility that the category of toxic masculinity had some content, right? But if we're going to pursue that line of reasoning and quibble about the answer, then we're certainly going to quibble about the definition that's embedded in the question. And so part of what's happened in our discourse is that we're required ethically to assume a priori, merely out of politeness, that the utterance toxic masculinity actually constitutes a meaningful phrase. And if you push it, you find very rapidly that it doesn't, because it's very, very, very difficult to define, and definitions actually matter. And so if it's a matter of transgressing against the boundaries of gender-appropriate behavior, well, first of all, that indicates that there's something universal and normative about gender-appropriate behavior, which is something that people who push the idea of toxic masculinity generally tend not to presume. And second, it's just as likely to happen among women as among men, in which case it's not toxic masculinity. So maybe on to the next question.
Okay.
Let's edit. Alright guys, before even getting to editing, make sure to film your subject at the same distance each time. We'll be doing a match cut, so try and replicate your move. If not, you can fix it in post, but definitely try your best. Once all the footage is in the timeline, start chopping away at all the footage you don't want. Delete, delete, gone. From there, I stacked my videos, then brought the top layer's opacity down to about 45%, so I can see the main video below to line it up. Do that to all of the other clips. Then, make sure to zoom in all the way to your timeline by pressing the plus key or using this cool little bar at the bottom. Woo-wee. Then start each clip, hold K, and press L 3 times. I found this to be the best transition time to match the music. Copy and paste the footage, then nest all of that. Go to speed properties and reverse everything. Add the color grade that I made, and...
The Michelin Tire Company 100 years ago had a business problem. People weren't driving enough yet to wear out their tires, and thus they didn't buy tires. Do you know what they did? They started the Michelin Review. The reason there's 3-star Michelins, my friends, is because a tire company needed people to drive. And so they went out to the countryside and started reviewing the best restaurants and all these things, and made it up because they probably wanted to say the best foie gras was the furthest place out. Then they took the books, put it in London and Paris. Somebody would pick up a book at the fancy, place and be like, oh, the best foie gras is in Burgundy. Honey, we're going to Burgundy this weekend. They literally fixed their business problem of using tires by getting people to go far away by using media.
Let me tell you this, the older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man.
Team White versus Team Yellow. Who's gonna win this one? Hot Wheel White Cars attacking already. Oh man, Ted's coming up. Toad coming on the other side. School bus flipped over. We got Lambo and Mail Truck. Who can hold on? Oh man. Who's gonna win? Mail Truck swerving. Flips over, hits a little trip. Oh, still doing well. Lambo's kind of falling here. Goes to the attack, misses. Oh man, who's gonna win? Medical truck and Team White wins.